Hi everybody! The Toraja Nephalem Rift is a strange travel back in time to a simple but annoying dungeon. Let's see what lies within and try to face the Demon Queen Lilith. First of all, the charm from the Judgment Day quest is mandatory. Facing Toraja depends entirely on our ability to summon Edirems, and the Crystalline Flame Medallion is exactly what we need. To enter Toraja, we must take the Torajan jungle's waypoint and head east. After a short walk, we will reach the entrance to the Torajan cemetery. At the very western end of the map there is a mysterious statue of sorts, a symbol of time. The statue will be immune to all damage unless struck by one of our Edirems. Once an Edirem lands a hit on the symbol of time, it can be then damaged and the portal to our destination opens. As we enter, we will discover that the symbol of time acted as a mini tutorial of sorts, as all our enemies are also immune to damage, and removing their immunities requires at least one melee hit from our army of Edirems. There are two types of monsters here. The Celebrants of the Triune are archers, and the Morlus are melee units. They all deal physical damage, and the fact that the level is crisscrossed by fences makes the archers particularly dangerous. This is not a place where we can happily run around slinging area of effect damage. The Edirems are quite weak and tend to focus down on very few enemies at a time, so clearing Toraja will imply killing every enemy one at a time. One would think this is a dungeon that would reward a summoner type of build, but this is not the case. The Edirems have the dubious property of not receiving any of the usual bonuses to summoned units. They can only be buffed by affixes that mention them specifically. A few reward charms add some health bonus, and there is a set that specifically buffs Edirems greatly, but that's about it. Otherwise, they have approximately 1500 health and a negligible 12 damage per hit. There is a lot of Edirem management needed. Because they are so fragile, they tend to die very quickly, so groups of celebrants need to be broken up and Edirems need to be summoned constantly to replenish the fallen ones. A teleport ability will help navigating the rift and will bring the Edirems together. They can also be summoned on top of isolated monsters to remove their immunity shield. Why do we bother then? Toraja is the only place where 3 specific great runes drop, and the slow pace of clearing it makes these runes extremely rare. The Kris, Auge and Sha'ad runes are used in some of the most potent rune words in the game, and thanks to their rarity, they are quite expensive. Additionally, the Demon Queen Lilith roams the northeastern side of Toraja. She drops perhaps the weakest reward charm in the game. Lilia's Curse is quite underwhelming. The maximum skill level bonus is decent enough, but the elemental resistances and the life regeneration bonuses are pretty much useless at this point. It is one of the only sources of bonus to summoned Edirem life, which should help keeping them alive slightly longer on future encounters. But it is a wild variable, and the maximum of 25% is not that much. More than nothing, less than something. Lilith herself deals melee poison damage, and sometimes shoots a shower of rocks upon your Edirem army. More importantly, she summons many extra Morlus. Furthermore, the Edirems will only remove her immunity shield temporarily, so once one of them manages to land a hit on her, she must be taken down fast. The level of monsters is 126, so the only reason to farm this place is for the great runes. If you need them, I hope they drop sooner rather than later so you don't have to waste more time than needed in Toraja. Good luck and see you in the next one.